The following is the ICD-10 presentation for COPD. COPD is under category J44 and includes the following list of conditions. The category is further subdivided to specify whether there is an acute lower respiratory infection, J44.0, and whether there is an exacerbation of the condition, J44.1. If applicable, a code from category J45 is assigned to specify the type of asthma. In the case of J44.0, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease with acute lower respiratory infection, an additional code should be reported for the infection. A lower respiratory infection, acute, is J22. #41. Simple and mucopurulent chronic bronchitis. It needs a fourth character. You use an additional code to identify exposure to environmental tobacco smoke, exposure to tobacco smoke in perinatal period, history of tobacco use, occupational exposure to tobacco smoke, tobacco dependence, and/or tobacco use. It excludes chronic bronchitis not otherwise specified or chronic obstructive bronchitis. J42 is unspecified chronic bronchitis. It excludes chronic asthmatic bronchitis, chronic bronchitis with airways obstruction, chronic emphysematous bronchitis, COPD not otherwise specified, or simple and mucopurulent chronic bronchitis. J43 is emphysema. Again, you'll use an additional code to identify their exposure to tobacco smoke, if applicable. This is the excludes list. It does need a fourth character. J43.0, unilateral pulmonary emphysema, McLeod syndrome. The list below is also included into the code J43.0. J43.1 is panlobular emphysema. J43.2 is centrilobular emphysema. J43.8 is other emphysema, and J43.9 is emphysema unspecified. J44 is other chronic obstructive disease and includes the following conditions. Again, you need an additional code to identify exposure to tobacco. This is the list of conditions which are excluded by this diagnosis. J44.0 is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease with acute lower respiratory infection, and you use an additional code to identify the infection. J44.1 is COPD with acute exacerbation. It excludes COPD with acute bronchitis. J44.9 is unspecified COPD. This includes chronic obstructive airway disease not otherwise specified or chronic obstructive lung disease not otherwise specified. J45 is asthma, and it needs a fourth character. These are the following conditions that are included in this diagnosis. Again, you use an additional code to identify whether or not there has been exposure to tobacco smoke. It excludes the following conditions. J45.2 is mild intermittent asthma and needs a fifth character. These can be seen as follows. J45.3 is mild persistent asthma and needs a fifth character. These fifth characters can be seen below. J45.4 is moderate persistent asthma and needs a fifth character. These 45.3 is mild persistent asthma and needs a fifth character. These fifth characters can be seen below. J45.4 is moderate persistent asthma and needs a fifth character. These fifth character qualifiers are below. J45.5 is severe persistent asthma and again needs a fifth character. These can be found below. J45.9 is other and unspecified asthma and it also needs a fifth character. These are found below. Now, J45.90 is unspecified asthma, but the conditions listed below that need a sixth character. J45.901 is unspecified asthma with acute exacerbation. J45.902 is unspecified asthma with status asthmaticus. And J45.909 is unspecified asthma, uncomplicated asthma, not otherwise specified. J45.99 is other asthma and it needs a sixth character. These are listed below. J47 is bronchiectasis. It needs a fourth character. And again, you use an additional code to identify exposure to tobacco smoke. It excludes congenital bronchiectasis, tuberculous bronchiectasis, and these can be found below.